is Stokes Botello is one of the punt returners, as the punt is high and the ball is fielded by number 3, and that is Santiago. Santiago gets to the outside and he gets pushed out of bounds at the 46-yard line. 33-yard punt on that play as we check out here once again on the replay.
Yeah, the crowd reacts on the big hit, but that hit turns out to be an illegal one, as you see right there. That's a clear illegal block.
We're going to take a quick break here with the score 13-7. You will be right back.
Hey, fans, it's race time. Visit ChevronRace.com now and remember to tap the Techron Turbo button to fuel your car to victory.
On the return
Who will it be
team, number
today?
99.
Let's find out.
After this is the goal. First down.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
There'll be one on time down. But now have to go in the last play of the half quarter.
And the yellow car wins. Congratulations to those of you who chose correctly. One lucky contestant will win a $50 Chevron promotional card. Chevron with Techron. Care for your car.
Last year, I competed in 8 countries doing 5 different sports. This year, I'm scheduled for 10. I consider myself one of the luckiest people in the world because I'm able to do what I love all over the world. It doesn't get any better than this.
Follow your passion with more airlines flying to even more destinations. Get the Priority Destinations World Elite MasterCard and earn 5 times miles on travel purchases.
For their continued support of Hawaii high school athletics. It all starts with yes.
Welcome back to Hawaiian Airlines Field at Aloha Stadium. As I was just told that we're still in the first quarter, and we still have one more play left in the first quarter, as the penalty was on number 9, Anai, and that will set them back. As Renard gives it to Ahoy, and Ahoy throws it down, and unfortunately, it falls incomplete. The ball intended for Santiago.
That's the end of the first quarter.
And that will bring it into the first quarter with St. Louis down 13-7 to Kahuku. And you know what, Brian? We're going to take a quick break here with Kahuku up 13-7. We'll be right back.
A mom, a dad, 2 kids, and a dog. A typical family in Hawaii, right? Well, maybe, but we know today's family is much more. It's tablets, laptops, and other devices that can eat up your family's internet speed. So, Oceanic is building products for how you live today by upgrading your internet speed up to 6 times faster at no additional cost. Yes, no additional cost. And that makes for one happy family, giving customers faster internet speeds only from Oceanic Time Warner Cable.
Trust me, Tua will.
Sorry we're late. Nate's still shopping for his auto insurance.
Wait, have you heard about Go Low?
Go low?
Go Low.
Go low?
Go Low.
Yeah, the Island Insurance Go Low auto policy. Rates start as low as $27 a month. Just the lowest rate to keep your car on the road. Nothing more, nothing less.
$27 a month? I should switch.
You should call Island too.
Exclusively from Island Insurance. Call 643-4000 or visit islandinsurance.com.
Welcome back to Hawaiian Airlines Field at Aloha Stadium as Kahuku is up 13-7. We're starting the second quarter here as you take a look at Coach Cal Lee. If you're Coach Cal Lee right now, what do you tell your Crusaders, Ryan?
I think you just need to let them know to settle down here. I think the emotion, Kahuku has really taken advantage of the emotion of this contest, even though St. Louis got the initial score off the block punt return. But Kahuku has dominated, but St. Louis needs to understand that the championship rounds, so to speak, are upcoming.
And yes, I agree with you as there you see Kahuku back onto the field, and they go once again as Sasaoka is the quarterback, and he takes it through the Wildcat. He gets his blocking, gets up to the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40, and gets pushed out of bounds at the 46-yard line. But I don't think that gain will be, as I think they're going to bring it back, Ryan.
Yeah, that was almost a possible game-breaking play there by Ahoy. There was that possible holding call. But Kahuku's really finding a way to get to that second level of the St. Louis defense and block them downfield.
Holding on the offense by the right guard. Half the distance to the goal. Replay, second down.
As the fans for Kahuku are going to tell the referee, you're not invited to my Christmas party, as we take a look at here once again.
Great vision there by Ahoy. I think that's why he's been gaining all those yards and gaining all those touchdowns here for Kahuku. St. Louis would need to play very disciplined defense and make sure that they did not get out of their lanes, because Kahuku likes the cutback run.
Should bring up 2nd and 17 as the ball is now spotted at the 8-yard line. As we take a look at first quarter stats, as Tua is 3 for 15 rushing, and he has 2 for 4 passing for only 39 yards. But here Kahuku has the ball, and that is number 30. That's Reynard, the quarterback. And he, once again, this time, the ball is handed to number 43. And that is Tongi. Tongi tries to get to the outside and is met this time by number 14 for St. Louis, as we take a look here once again.
Again, good to see Tongi back into the game after getting carried off the field by his teammates. A saving tackle out on the perimeter for St. Louis, because the Kahuku fullbacks, especially Langa Thompson, is destroying that front line for St. Louis.
Matatia is the one that makes the stop on Tongi in the last play. As Reynard, once again, the quarterback, he waits the snap from center. He rolls out to his right. He looks, he fires it down the field, and incomplete. This time the ball was intended for number 1. That is Canijo, was intended receiver.
Great play there by Ronson Timbreza, who's coming into this contest with 9 interceptions on the year. Pretty much telegraphed where he was going to go with this one, and Timbreza, a 3-year letterman, does a very good job playmaking ability on the ball.
Absolutely, as it now brings up 4th down, and Kahuku will be deep into their territory, as back to Sasaoka set to kick the ball. Washington Villanueva gets it at the 49-yard line. He realizes now that he should not have called for a catch, as he had about 5 yards on his nearest defender. But St. Louis has the ball back, and they're going to come back onto the field with 10:57 remaining here in the first half. They are down 13-7.
One thing for St. Louis here, as far as trying to establish that passing game again, Kahuku has been really getting a lot of pressure on Tonga Bailoa. I think St. Louis would need to look at the 3-step drops and that quick passing game, especially to the slot backs.
Tua once again in the shotgun. They got a 2-by-2 set, 4 wide receivers on the field. Tua goes back to pass. He rolls out to his left. He fires. This time the ball is caught by number 7, Alejado. Alejado gets over to the midfield line, gets tackled at the 48, making the stop for Kahuku's number 23. That is Saval.
We request that the fans not play the horn during the plays. Thank you.
And some noisemakers have been cited. Don't know from what direction, but the warning there from the head official.
I think he was looking at the St. Louis people as they were playing their horn too loudly, and I guess the referee said, no, you can't do that. Brings up 2nd and 8, ball at the 48-yard line, as Alejandro got 2 from that reception from Tua. 2nd and 8, ball at the Kahuku 48-yard line. Trips off to the near side this time, as Kahuku is showing blitz, and they are coming, and are looking for flags, but there is none, as the nearest the receiver was number 20, Leifao. He was in the area where the ball went incomplete.
St. Louis's great success in the passing game derives from that shovel pass, or that quick that counter play there to Leifao. Berkeley Latu is 6'4", 210 pounds. very rangy defender there. Can cause a lot of problems when you try to operate that screen game in the middle of the field.
21, Hercule Latu was the one that put pressure on Tua on that last play. Brings up 3rd and 8. Ball still at the Kahuku 48-yard line. Kahuku once again showing blitz. Tua rolls out to his left. He fires it down the field. And I think we're going to have a pass interference call this time on Kaniho, as he literally was mugging Jabin Spear.
I'm sure the Kahuku faithful was trying to say it's an uncatchable ball, but there was definitely harassment in the middle of the field.
Lanakila Wilson was the intended receiver on that play. And let's see what the referee says.
Pass interference on a defense. Number 1, 15-yard penalty, results in a first down.
And there you hear the Kahuku guys saying, yeah, I know it's Christmas, but you're not coming. As it brings up a first down. As we take a look at the pass interference there on the replay.
Tonga Bailoa, you can see that he's feeling the pressure coming from the backside of that Kahuku rush and made an errant throw, but gets bailed out.
1st and 10, ball on the 33-yard line. Picks the handoff to Leifau. The ball is caught by number 8. That is Javin Spear. Javin Spear gets up to about the 26-yard line, making the stop for Kahuku's number 3, Santiago, making the stop. As we take a look at here once again on the replay.
It's all about adjustments here as St. Louis finds where are the holes in the Kahuku defense and how can we get our receivers to make that yards after the catch, which is pretty much a trademark in the run and shoot offense, especially with Cal Lee.
Credit 7 yards for Spear on that last play. Brings up 2nd and 3, ball at the Kahuku 26-yard line. Tua once again in the shotgun, trips off to the far side. Tua rolls out to his right. He avoids the one tackle. He gets a huge block there. He rolls out 30, 25. He races out of bounds at the 21-yard line. He needed 3. He got 5 on that play, Ryan.
And this is what makes Tonga Bailoa very special here. Yes, he has been sacked a few times by the Kahuku defense. But when you move the pocket and get him out in open field, he can do things like this. And look at his head. He's always looking downfield, trying to find a receiver. This time does a very smart thing and gets the yardage for the first down.
And you see the first and Wine Bank first down as it brings up 1st and 10. This time ball at the 20-yard line. Tua once again in the shotgun. Leifau the blocking back. And the ball this time is caught. And that is number 7, Alejado. Alejado gets to about the 17-yard line. Making the stop is number 20, Stokes Botello, making the stop as we take a look at here on the replay.
Yeah, flag was thrown on the field there as, again, once you get Alejado and Spear involved in that short passing game, St. Louis will...
Holding on the offense, number 67. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Michael Minahan, the left tackle, he's having a heck of a time trying to go against that pass rush off the edge there. That whole left side of the offensive line, Minahan and Algafa losing the battle against the Kahuku linemen led by Vimahi and Anai.
You know, that hold as a result of the play, St. Louis has lost 18 yards. You should bring up 1st and 28, ball at the 38-yard line as Tua once again in the shotgun. He rolls out to his right. He races around, gets down. He gets it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez gets pushed out of bounds. But we're going to have another flag on the field as I think he got late hit on Kaniho maybe.
Looked like it was the area holding, but...
Let's see what the referee says.
Holding on the offense, number 70. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
St. Louis is literally self-destructing as the 1st and 10 is now turned into a 1st and 38 as the ball is now spotted on the 48-yard line. So we check it on the Geico replay.
See Timoteo there does a sumo maneuver on Kananga Ta'a. And Kananga Ta'a at 5'11", 215 pounds, the lightest of the defensive linemen, he can get off the ball very quick.
1st and 42, Ryan, as the ball is on the St. Louis 48-yard line as Tua races around, and he gets dropped at the 35-yard line, this time by number 17. That would be Aaron Tapusoa making the sack.
Now, Kahuku, they operate out of 3 down linemen, 4 linebacker set here. St. Louis is having a very difficult time trying to chip block. Lefau misses a big block there, and that is contributing to the woes here for the St. Louis offense. They need to shore up that pass protection.
Ryan, I thought I would never see this out of the St. Louis offense, but we got 2nd and 54. This is on the 36-yard line of St. Louis. They were all the way down to about the 20-yard line, and now they're back way on their side of the field as Tua goes back to pass. He looks to his right. He fires it to 8. That is Spear, and Spear gets tackled at about the 49-yard line. Gain of 13 on that play.
Rob,
as we take a look at it once
Rob,
again.
at this point, I think that St. Louis has to be mindful of the field position. They want to make sure that at least they get the ball on the Kahuku side of the field and possibly try to pin him deep with a punt if they don't get enough yardage.
We got 3rd and 40. This time ball spotted at midfield. If St. Louis wants the first down, they got to get it to the 10-yard line. As Tua once again in the shotgun. He waits the snap from center. Kahuku is coming with everybody as the ball is intercepted by number 20, Stokes Patello. Stokes gets to the 40, the 45, the 50. He has blocking, Ryan, as he gets down to the 40, the 35, and he gets down to the 30, the 20, the 15, the 10. He gets finally brought down at the 8-yard line, making the tackle for St. Louis's number 13. That is Taco Bailoa that makes the tackle.
Yeah, Stokes Patello, who's coming into this contest with 5 interceptions, has returned 2 already for touchdowns throughout the season. This is what makes Kahuku so dominant here. First of all, the pass rush. Tagovailoa throws off the back foot. He tried to make it a very optimistic throw. Kobayashi wasn't even looking for it. Now look at
after the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on a defense number 5, 15-yard penalty, first down.
And the ability for Kahuku to change from defense to offense here is very impressive. They have already scored 9 defensive touchdowns to lead the state. Part of why they're so dominant on defense.
Well, Kahuku could have had the ball first and goal at the 8, but because of a unsportsmanlike penalty, I think they were celebrating just a little too much, and that will set them back to the 23-yard line. As Kessie Ahoy is now the quarterback, he has Brown to the left of him as they wait to snap from center. They're in the Wildcat formation. And Ahoy gets his blocking, gets around, and he gets dropped at about the 24-yard line. But I think we're going to have possibly another flag maybe on the far side of the field.
Yeah, great job there by Iosefa there. When you try to run towards Iosefa's side, he does so well in space to get the tackle. And we could have some extracurriculars here, as Saole was surrounded by Sia Red on the sideline. Cooler heads prevail.
And I think they're just going to let them play as brings up 2nd and 12. Ahoy once again follows his blockers, gets up to maybe about the 20-yard line. Gain of 5 for Ahoy in that last play.
And that was a nice run there by Ahoy, because great job by the St. Louis defensive line to come under slant.
Number 95, Mafua, making the tackle as we take a look at it once again.
Yeah, that's correct. Evades the arm tackle for Ibai Malo and got some real crucial yards to make it 3rd and manageable.
3rd and 7, ball at the 20-yard line of the Crusaders. Ahoy gets the snap, gets around, and he's tackled for a huge loss. This time, making the stop is number 26 for St. Louis. Tololo making the stop.
Yeah, it looks like there was some kind of a misstep as the ball was snapped. I think not everyone was on the same page. Tololo says thank you very much, penetrates the backfield and creates a 4th down and long situation.
Sasaoka being brought onto the field. He's going to try a 42-yard field goal. And waiting out of the snap of Kaniho. The snap is down. The ball is up. And it's wide right. And it's no good. And that will keep the score at 13-7 with Kahuku up 13-7.
Wow, very close call, because Sasaoka was tripped up on the follow-through by the punt block or the field goal block team of St. Louis. No call was made, and St. Louis gets the ball back. They really dodged one, Rob.
Absolutely, as You know what? Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with the score 13-7. We'll be right back here at Aloha Stadium. All right, welcome back to Hawaiian Airlines Field at Aloha Stadium. As there you take a look at the both sides of the field. If you were Coach Tata right now, what would you be telling your team?
I'll tell a team that you got to ride on that energy here. I think they have dominated in a lot of aspects of the contest. I'm sure Coach Tata cannot be happy with just leading by 6 points, and he very well knows that the St. Louis offense can strike at any moment. But I would pretty much tell them to keep up the good work.
Absolutely, as Tua once again leads his team up to the field. There you take a look at the score. Kahuku up 13-7. We have 5:25 remaining here in the first half. As Tua once again in the shotgun, 4 wide receiver set. This time the ball is handed out to Leifao. Leifao gets met. Maybe he gets about 5 yards on that play. Making the stop for Kahuku is number 32. That would be Lono Kano Gata making the stop.
I like that play call by St. Louis. They're going to go right with the running game and go right at the blitzers and see if Kahuku will back off because of that.
Makes it 2nd and 5, ball at the 25-yard line. Tua once again in the shotgun, 4 wide receiver set, trips off to the far side this time. Tua once again, he throws it. He had 2 receivers that actually had a chance at it, but both balls falling incomplete.
You know, Rob, it's very clear that the St. Louis offense is rattled right now. They have enjoyed having some kind of rhythm and flow throughout the last several weeks here. Offense is clicking all cylinders. Kahuku's pass rush and aggressive defense has really thrown a wrench in that.
Absolutely, as brings up 3rd and 5, ball at the 25-yard line. Tua once again in the shotgun. This time the ball is handed off to Leifao. Leifao gets dropped maybe after a 2-yard gain. Making the stop for Kahuku's number 4. That's Dawson Shutter. No, that's number 5, Leifao. Pesa Leifao making the stop.
Yeah, as you see there, right when you thought Leifao was going to take it to the next gear, Pesa Leifao was able to stop Saitawa Leifao on that play.
As the Leifao family, they're just basically having some fun here. As we wait the punt. High punt. It goes into the end zone. And the punter just knocks it out, and that will give Kahuku 2 points and a safety.
Yeah, this could be a big turning point here, as now St. Louis botches a punt there. That puts the Red Raiders by 8 points as we check it out here on the replay. And I think that pass rush and that penetration by the Kahuku front line really rattling the St. Louis team here right now. As you can see, Bernardino had no chance of retrieving a punt, but he does a very smart thing and bats it into the end zone for the safety.
And there you take a look at the Kahuku sideline as there the score of 15-7. Kahuku is now has an 8-point lead, and this is the championship game here at Hawaiian Airlines Field. As if anyone wants to order a copy of this game, they need to go to our website at alohastadium.com, and they can order this game and just go to the website for more information.
Yep, that'll be alohastadium.hawaii.gov or call at 486-9511. I'm sure they're going to be requesting for this game. That's a guarantee.
Absolutely, as it will be the hottest ticket in town. Santiago, number 3, back to receive for Kahuku.
Yeah, it looks like Panoke will be doing the free kick or the safety kick from the 20-yard line. This is a huge opportunity for Kahuku to really pad the lead here.
Manabe just waiting the call from the referee, and here we go. High kick, and the ball is fielded at the 32-yard line. That would be Stokes Botelho. Stokes Botelho gets it maybe up to midfield, tackled at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, we'll check it out here on the replay there. Botelho, one of the more dangerous return men here on the island. Good safe return there as St. Louis pinches him at the midfield.
Number 6, Malik Abba was the one that makes the tackle on Botelho, and I think we might have a flag there. Let's see what the
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Number 56 of the kicking team, 15-yard penalty, first down.
And St. Louis gets hit with a 15-yard personal foul penalty, and that will give Kahuku a huge gain into St. Louis territory.
Yeah, all the momentum right now. You see Cal Lee here. He's really searching for answers at this point because he knows he cannot let this game get away from him.
Ball spotted this time at the 36-yard line. And I believe Kessie Ahoy is the quarterback as he goes behind his blocking. He gets up to about the 30-yard line. He gets dropped at about the 29-yard line. Making the stop for St. Louis is number 17. That would be Iosefa Noga making the stop as we take a look here on the replay.
Again, look at the blocks over here. Mafua does his best trying to take on 2 blockers, but when that pulling fullback or that H-back comes around, they're creating massive alleys for Ahoy and company.
Ahoy gets 7 on that last play, brings up to 2nd and 3, ball at the St. Louis 29-yard line. Ahoy remains the quarterback in the Wildcat formation. They wait to snap from center. Ahoy goes behind his blocking, gets up to about the 25-yard line before being stopped.
And this is just a meticulous drive here as Purcell gets in on another stop. But the offensive line, or the line play overall on both sides, have been advantage Kahuku throughout.
Noah Purcell was the one that makes a stop on Ahoy in that last play. And that does give Kahuku the first down as the ball is spotted on the St. Louis 25-yard line. Ahoy remains the quarterback. He waits to snap from center. He follows his blocking. He gets up to about the 21-yard line. Tackled by Slade Matatia.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned Slade Matautia's name too often, and that's credit to the Kahuku blocking there. Again, right off the point of attack, 5-6 yards downfield from the line of scrimmage. Kahuku is looking to take out anyone from the second level, and it's giving these big alleys and runs here for Kahuku's running backs.
And I think we are going to have Harmon Brown taking over as the quarterback in the Wildcat formation. As it is 2:30 remains here in the first half with Kahuku up 15-7. As a Kahuku player is tying his shoes. He wants to make sure all the equipment's working, and the referee says, let's play. Ball spotted at the 22-yard, that brings up to 2nd and 7. Brown, the quarterback this time, he waits to snap from center. Brown follows his backs, and this play is just busted as number 4 for St. Louis, Jordan Iosefa, he just basically follows Brown and creates a huge loss and a sack on that play.
Oh, hope that chain gang is okay over there as Iosefa just took out a whole bunch of people on the sideline. We'll check it out here on the replay. On this play, you see Evan Malo, he penetrates into the backfield, and that sets up a great pursuit there by St. Louis. And Iosefa just took out the 6th, 7th, and 8th pin on that play.
Brings up 3rd and 12, ball at the 27-yard line. This time Ahoy back as the quarterback. And he waits the call from his coach, Coach Tata. He gets back in the Wildcat formation, shotgun. He goes out to his left. He fires it down the field. And it is caught by number 12 for Kahuku. And he just literally marches into the end zone. Puafale Malu is the one that catches it. And like that, Ryan, Kahuku has a 27-yard touchdown reception to Falimalu, and that will give them another 6 points, and that makes it 21-7, barring the extra point, as we take a look at here once again.
A great job by Ahoy. He takes a very big hit there as Paikai just misplays the ball there, and Falimalu just takes an early Christmas present, takes it to the house. His first touchdown this year.
Sasaoka set to try the extra point under the hold of Kaniho. Sasaoka waits, and I can hear the horn again as the kick is up, and it's good. Ryan, Kahuku takes a 22-7 lead with 2:03 remaining here in the first half.
And you see this caps off a 5-play, 64-yard drive, minute 54 seconds off the clock, and that came off of the safety off the botched punt. And I tell you, they really was able to move the ball down at will against the St. Louis defense. And a St. Louis team, I think, that is pretty dejected right now. And they really need to turn this around here before halftime.
In many ways, I think St. Louis is how Mililani was last week when Mililani faced them here at Aloha Stadium, as Mililani was the one that was supposed to be in the driver's seat. And the way that St. Louis had played, Mililani didn't know what hit him, and I think that's what Kahuku is doing to the Crusaders, at least in the first half. But remember, Ryan, this is the Crusaders. They are a second-half team. They've been known to come back, and we'll look to see what they can do in the second half as Cal Lee will go to his bag of tricks.
No, definitely. Both teams scored most of their points in the second frame. Kahuku, coming into this contest, outscoring their opponents 191-3. And now they've tacked on a couple more touchdowns to add on to that margin.
Sasaoka back to kick the ball. And the ball is going into the end zone as it goes over there to Washington Villanueva. And that will give Tua his final possession with 2 minutes and 3 seconds remaining here in the first half, down 22-7. If you're Coach Cal Lee right now, what do you tell your star quarterback?
I think I'm going to have to let my quarterback know, Tua Tagovailoa, how important this drive is, how important it is to get a score. A field goal is fine, in my opinion. They just need to find a way to stop this, stem the momentum, stop the tide here, and be able to at least take something salvageable into the locker.
And if you mentioned field goal, for Jacob Tobias is the St. Louis kicker, and for them to get into his range, Tua has to drive to perhaps maybe about the 25, 26-yard line to get into Tobias's range.
That's a good point.
And let's see what Tua can do. 2:03 remaining here, first and 10, ball at their own 20-yard line. Tua waits a snap from center. He goes back to pass. He pumps. He looks. He takes off with the ball. And he gets maybe about a yard gain on that play. Making the stop is number 17. That makes the stop for Kahuku.
Yeah, Tapusoa was there for the stop. And again, look at Kanangata, only 215 pounds, and he's totally working out, hustling off the point of attack on the 330-pound Titus Timoteo. That's a big matchup here favoring Kahuku.
Bradley Anai also in on the stop as Tua once again in the shotgun, trips off to the far side this time. Tua rolls out to his left. He looks. He fires. And, oh my goodness, Javin Spear was fighting for that ball, but unfortunately the ball falls incomplete, and that will bring up third down.
Yeah, good pass coverage here by Kahuku as Hercule Latu came in on the blitz. And you see Atuaya did not make contact with Spear, and that is the reason why he would not be called for face guarding in that instance.
Well, I think Tua's ball hit Atuaya in the back of the head. You know, if you're going to hit somebody, that would be the best place to hit your defender because he can't see it coming.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, ball is now 3rd and 9, ball at the 21-yard line. Tua, once again in the shotgun, he rolls back. He fires. It's caught. And Spear, I think he gets, or this time that would be Lanakila Wilson. And he's brought down by Kaniho, and that is a first down.
Oh, such an important third down conversion. Tagovailoa finally is able to step up into the pocket, makes a strong throw to his possession receiver Spear, and the drive continues.
1:05 remains here in the first half. Kahuku up 22-7. Tua once again in the shotgun. Trips now off to the near side. And he goes back to pass. He rolls out to his right. And Gonzalez, he would have been better off just letting the ball fall incomplete as he catches it for a huge, maybe 5-yard losses. Take a look at the Hawaiian Airlines replay.
Great job here by the Kahuku defense. Again, Vimahi creates the pressure. Atuaya knew that it was a screen and stayed by Lafau and creates the tackle. It seems
Timeout. St. Louis, that second charge at the half. Timeout at the half. Timer, please put 36 seconds on the clock. 36 seconds.
It seems like Kahuku's defense knows what St. Louis is doing on offense, and that could be attributed to Vaivaitata being on that St. Louis team, practicing against this run and shoot offense in practice and so forth during his days at Kalaipahaku.
Well, in many ways, I think that Coach Tata kind of took Coach Lee's playbook and he said, this is required reading for all you guys, and Kahuku has been reading the St. Louis playbook to the T, and that's why they've been able to stop St. Louis's offense play by play. And if I was Coach Lee right now, I would just try to air it out, bring you what brought you to the dance, and that's the arm of Tua Tagovailoa, and perhaps that we can see that with the 36 seconds remaining here in the first half.
It's going to be very difficult if Kahuku can rush only 4 people, drop 7 back, and still get pressure on Tagovailoa. That's a way to stop a run and shoot offense.
It looks like they're going to bring 5 on this play, and Tua rolls out to his right. He looks, he fires, he has an open man, and broken up by number 21. That is Latu breaking up the play.
Hercule Latu, one of the best athletes in the state at 6'4", 205 pounds. He can play the outside linebacker position. This time he's going to play center field like a safety. Look at those ball skills. He's a very versatile defender, and part of why Kahuku's defense is very dominating.
Brings up 29 seconds remaining here in the first half. Tua once again in the shotgun. Trips off to the near side as he waits to snap. Kobayashi off to the far side. Tua waits to snap from center. Kahuku is showing blitz. They are coming. Tua runs for his life as Tua races around. He has an open man, and it is intercepted by Santiago as he played outfielder, and Tua throws his, I believe, second interception of the game.
For Santiago, that's his 8th interception, and he also had a fumble recovery in this contest. And this is a case where Tagovailoa really feels he needs to do something, tries to do something special. We have seen it before, but you can't do this against a Kahuku secondary that is so rangy. They're ball hawks in the secondary, and when you are forced to throw off your back foot, plays like that will happen.
It looked like the intended receiver, Javon Spear, just stopped, and he was like, hey, I'm here, but the ball went over, and Santiago was there to play outfielder and bring in the catch, as Reynard is now the quarterback, as we're getting a late flag here.
Before the flag, timeout. Kahuku, their first charge timeout at the half.
Coach Tata perhaps wanted to talk it over, and things that I can perhaps think of is, are they wanting to get onto the board maybe one more time before the first half? And if so, what are your options? As you got Ahoy, you got Brown. Do you air it out? What do you say? What do you think Coach Tata is telling his team right now?
Well, before they called the timeout, they had a package in which they brought in their best athletes, such as Santiago and Kaniho, to play wide receiver, usually going with a twin set or 2 wide receivers towards the St. Louis sideline and putting tight ends over on the opposite side. Usually with a left-handed quarterback, that means you're going to probably set up a rollout pass and see if you can get it to one of your playmakers downfield. They really have nothing to lose. They're up 15 points. If they get a touchdown, that's almost like putting a dagger at this point. Or they could get into position for a Sasaoka field goal because he does have that leg power.
But you remember St. Louis has the drive to come back as they were down quite a bit to Punahou, and they did come back to beat Punahou in that second highest scoring game. As there you said Santiago gets the reception and gets up to perhaps the 48-yard line, gain of 1 on that play.
Kahuku, 1 timeout left. I think they're just happy to take this one to the locker room as Kahuku caps off a dominating first half performance.
And if you were to make any calls on
I see another first half.
What does each team need to do?
Well, quickly, I think St. Louis would really need a gut check here, and I'm sure Cal Lee and staff here will give it to them in the locker room here. Too much pride is on the line at this point for St. Louis to play the way they have. Kahuku, they just got to find a way to maintain that momentum because really it's cresting and the crowd is getting into it.
I'm Robert Rabideau. Ryan Nagano is my color person, and Joy Thomas is my floor director. And you got the score 22-7. We'll see you in the second half, everybody. Aloha, everybody, and we'll be right back in the second half.
This high school football state championship tournament would not be possible without the generous support of our title sponsor, First Hawaiian Bank. Here to present a check in the amount of $50,000 is First Hawaiian Bank Executive Vice President Ralph Misek. Representing the Hawaii High School Athletic Association is Executive Director Chris Chun. Football fans, please show your aloha and give First Hawaiian Bank a big round of applause for its continuous and generous support of the HHSAA Football State Championships. At this time, please turn your attention to the field. Times and Big Save Supermarkets would like to thank everyone for your support of the 2015 Shop and Score program. For the past 15 years, the annual Shop and Score program has provided Adidas uniforms and sports equipment to our local high schools' athletic departments. Since inception, the Shop and Score program has donated $2 million in Adidas uniforms and equipment. This year, Times and Big Save shoppers helped their favorite school earn its share of $250,000 in Adidas credit by purchasing participating sponsors' products. Tonight, Times and Big Save Supermarkets, along with partner sponsors, are presenting a check for $250,000 in Adidas uniforms and equipment to Hawaii's high schools. Congratulations to Castle High School, this year's top finisher, earning over $16,000. Here to present the check and representing Times Supermarket, its program sponsors are Bob Stout, James DeJesus, Stan Costales, James Payne, Debbie Watabayashi, Tepi Waxman, Kenny Yamamoto, Merrill Hanagami, Bob Dodge, Rick Komilang, Harrison Wong, and Ashley Canteri. Accepting the check on behalf of Hawaii's high schools are HHSAA Executive Director Christopher Chun, Athletic Director Lainey Suiyasu of Castle High School, Principal Dr. Bernadette Terrell of Castle High School, and Athletic Director Greg Gonzalez of Kapa'a High School. Times and Big Save Supermarkets would like to acknowledge its program sponsors Pepsi, Love's Bakery, Kellogg's, Nabisco, Dryers, Tyson Foods, Gatorade, Crystal Farms, Farmer John, Conagra Foods, Darigold, Diamond G, Jubilee, Reckitt Benckiser, Kimberly Clark, Chicken of the Sea, Sterling Silver, Paramount Produce, American Savings Bank, Sportsline, and Adidas for their continued support. Mahalo and enjoy the rest of the game.